Welcome to the Hollow Bone with Phoenix. If you're new to this, being the hollow bone means being a conduit or a channel for Source to move through us. And when Source moves through us, it can bring messages, healing, and even miracles. So each week on this radio show, you can expect live channelings that open your heart and lift your energy, conversations with visionary leaders that walk their own path of alignment, healing transmissions that flow directly through the hollow bone. So, whether you listen live or listen to the archives, every episode is a chance to receive guidance, expand your awareness, and align more fully with the miracles waiting for you. Today's speaker is Mike Sutton, six-time best-selling author, and so much more, with the Mission Hope series. This current one, Volume 7, is called Finding Strength in Every Storm, and his chapter is called Lessons in Perseverance. Let's get started.
We've had rain right along. We've had heavy rains, and then it looked like it this morning, and now it's trying to clear off.
Yeah, that's kind of the weather we're having too.
Yeah.
So
So whereabouts are you at?
in Maine, central Maine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I figured we're kind
Yes.
of similar, in
Yeah.
terms of our weather
We're,
and
yep. Yep. Pretty straight across.
yeah, exactly. Lots of snow in the winter and cold.
Yes. Yep. That's all right. I can tolerate the winters better than I can the summer.
I don't like
Yeah.
hot weather either. That's one reason why we
What?
got away from the Southwest. It was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. If it once it gets up around, like if I'm in the shade, I can go up to close to 80. But if
Yeah,
I'm out in the sun, 72 and above, my body just shuts down.
I get it.
So I
Especially
have
with
to,
humidity, right?
yep, yep,
Mm.
yep,
Yeah, it seems twice as hot with that humidity for some reason. I've never figured that out.
yeah. Well, and that's the way it is today. The air is really heavy today.
And it's
So
hard to breathe, isn't it, when it's like that?
it is. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
is. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you've got anything else that impairs with, it just doubles it up on you. So,
It's true.
but
It's
so
true.
far, today's a beautiful one, though.
Oh, good.
Get,
Excellent.
getting better.
Now, how's your health doing?
It's it's good. I mean, I wrote in volume 2.
Oh,
Um, it was more of a truthful thing
mhm.
because the volume I think was on faith,
Okay.
and so that's pretty much how I live.
Yeah.
Well, most of my life, but really, really began to understand it in about 2004 when I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis.
Oh.
So if it gets too hot, like my mailbox is about 130 foot from my house.
Hmm.
On a hot day, I might make the first 30 feet and then I can't move.
Wow.
My body just stops right there. And if I
Wow.
stop long enough to cool down,
Yeah.
I can make it back to the house. So generally in the summer, I wait to get my mail for 2 or 3 days when I go to town or something. On
I
a cool day, my body works great.
I
But
had
as soon as I'm
no.
out, yeah, it shuts right down in the heat.
Oh my goodness.
So
Whew.
I just, well, at first, it's like when you learn anything or hear about it, it's like your mind is, oh man, what's going on? And after this long,
Yeah.
I actually have a nurse that comes to the home every 2 weeks. For
Wow.
years, for the first 10 years, I went to an infusion center,
Oh my
but she's come to my home now since 2012,
what?
every 2 weeks, and she's here 7.5 hours.
Oh
And
my
that's
goodness.
that's what gives me the juice, that and God, to go another 2 weeks.
So what are you getting in your infusion?
It's a product called IVIG, but it's made from 250,000 blood donations.
Oh
So what they do is with myasthenia gravis, for some unknown reason, they figure it's through the course of work.
yeah.
My immune system got tweaked either by fumes, chemicals, or poisons, herbicides, whatever. My body, my immune system thinks my body is attacking it.
Oh,
So my immune system attacks my body. So when your mind tells you to, when you want to move your hand and your message goes from your mind to your hand, there's a receptor along the way.
mhm.
And my immune system is destroying those receptors.
Wow.
So by taking that infusion, it puts everybody else's antibodies in me, so my body attacks them and leaves me alone.
Oh my goodness, this is fascinating.
Yeah, it's. Um, are you familiar with what from like where you're from now? But I'm trying to think. We have a couple of these big hospitals around the United States. One is Ohio. Minnesota's got Mayo Clinic.
Right, right.
Here in Michigan, we have U of M,
Okay.
and they sent me down there, and because I'd had the disease so long, you kind of lose the feeling for pain. Yeah, I just
Oh,
don't have it.
wow.
So they do this electrical test, and they hook you up and they poke and prod, and they were trying to see in that in a muscle tissue the fine little fibers that get destroyed by this disease. And
My.
when they found out that they could do it for hours on me without having any pain, they had taught these students for years from the book. And so you had to kind of figure out what they're saying just by verbal.
Yeah.
Now, because of me, they've got computer after computer full of pictures. So
Wow.
they said when they teach people now, they're actually showing them what they've the pictures from my arms and my legs and my chest,
Oh my.
to so they can see how this disease works.
This is
So
amazing.
yeah, they kind of tease with the idea that it's a twin sister to um, multiple sclerosis,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in that family.
Yeah.
But they checked both of my kids. They had a, I mean, I'm in northern Michigan, just south of the Mackinac Bridge.
Oh,
They sent a nurse from Minnesota all the way over to my place of work to take samples to make sure that my kids wouldn't have to go through this.
wow.
And now my granddaughter and my new one coming along have both being tested to make sure they don't have it.
Wow.
So and so far everybody else is good. So
So
but
it's not inherited then, apparently. It's not that kind of.
not no at
Uh,
least not the one I have now.
yeah.
Um, my sister passed away in 2021.
Oh my.
I mean, I never had anything when I was growing up, neither did she. But when she had her first child, somehow or another, this disease kicked up in her.
Interesting.
And hers, she she had antibodies where I have none. So the treatments that I could take might have prolonged her life. She couldn't take them because they would kill her.
Oh my
And
goodness.
she did end up dying in November of 21.
Wow.
But so far, I'm going on 22 years.
Isn't that talk about persistence and resilience, right?
Well, and like the nurse, she'll let me know kind of, they come in, they do their
Yeah.
routine and stuff. So I've asked her, like, where do I stand with the other patients?
Yeah.
I'm her oldest,
Yeah.
but yet I do more than the others.
Yeah.
She said, I've had it long enough that I've kind of figured out that, like this week now, I got my infusion on Monday, so I'm pretty well wiped out Monday and Tuesday.
I bet.
Wednesday you get moving. Thursday you're full power. Friday I'm top of the world.
Wow.
But by next Wednesday, then I start dropping back down again. So
Yeah.
I've learned to use my high days for
Mhm.
big stuff.
Yeah.
And my low days, I can drive all day long when I'm weak. That
Wow.
that's fine. So I can use my eyes, I can talk, I can visit.
Yeah.
I do that on days when I'm the weaker, and then save my big projects for when I'm all there.
Wow. Well, it's kind of like chemo in that way, then, isn't it? I know
It
that.
is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They give me, you're only allowed so much of this stuff. And when I first started getting it, it was 5,000 a week. Now it's $187,000 a day.
Oh my.
So my medical co-pays for the year, or not what I pay, but my insurance paid,
Yeah.
like 4.3 million, because I get one of
Unbelievable.
these, 26 times a year.
Unbelievable. You must have really good health insurance.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
There you go. That's
Yep.
the
Yep.
Cadillac, right?
It is. It really. I mean, I just show them my card, and
Yeah.
people. there's so many things that we take for granted
Yeah.
in life, but I mean, just like to be able to go in and just say, "Here's my card," and it's covered.
Right.
No questions, no nothing. It's
Yeah.
there. Where if I had to pay for that out of the first time they told me I had to get this, it's like we were really sweating it because where are we going to come up with $5,000 for the
Exactly.
family? You know,
Exactly.
and it's just all worked out. Got to take care of it, but I don't look too far down the road. I mean, I make plans. Like,
Yeah.
this fall I want to go to Nova Scotia. So I plan, and look at it and get everything lined up.
Mm-hmm.
But whether it happens or not, it'll be when I get to that day, I'll know.
Yeah.
If I'm if I'm walking and breathing, then I'm hitting the road.
Yeah. Are you driving?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
4,000 miles in 14 days.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
It's a lot of driving, but I got
Yeah.
it worked out where I don't drive any more than 6.5 hours a day.
That's good.
So I've got time for sightseeing and a good night's rest, and so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. That
Oh,
was one of the places my wife and I wanted to go before she passed, so I'm
oh.
going to make it.
Are you going alone? Are you going to go with family or friends?
No, my sister's going along.
How
It's,
nice.
but usually every fall I take off for 2 weeks. I get lost.
Yeah.
No cell phone, no nothing. And at the end of the 2 weeks, when I come back into where there's cell reception and things, I get a hold of the kids and let them know, hey, I'm still here. I'm good.
Nice.
So about the third or fourth year out, they talked my sister into asking, could she go? And she let it out of the bag that it was the kids that, you know, because they didn't know where I was at or what I was
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
So the first year my sister went, we were on our third day out, and I don't drive with an itinerary. I have it in my head.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Where are we going? Where are we going?" Well, we're going here. We're gonna do this. I got something really good coming up for you. So on this third day, she says, "Well, what is the surprise?" I said, "Just wait, you'll see it." So we'd done like 127 waterfalls, and it was
Oh,
getting toward evening. We seen a live moose in the field, and then we went down this 2 track, and there's a little trickle of a spring coming down the hill. She says, "Is that it?" And I said, "No." And when I turned the wheel 90 degrees, the whole windshield was a waterfall, and we were 100 feet away.
oh,
And she made noises I have never in my life heard anybody else make. She cried for 45 minutes. And when she
oh,
got so she could finally talk, she said, "I know why you do this now."
oh,
It's like, that's why
oh,
I do it. It's
oh,
I've climbed 2 years ago. I did a 1,300-foot bluff. Took me 3 hours and 10 minutes with a cane to climb it.
oh my.
And I had these people, that are running by me in their jogging clothes, and
Yeah.
they just stopped and said, "How are you doing this?" And I said, "I got time. I'll go make it."
Yeah.
Well, the year before I had seen it, but I'd opted to take a 450-foot climb down a bluff to a waterfall.
Oh,
And I knew that going down and coming up, I just didn't have the strength to barely get to my car afterwards. So I
yeah.
had to let the climb go. But the next year I did the climb. And
Wow.
so I had t-shirts made up for my sister and I. We survived,
Oh,
1,300 foot.
oh my
So
gosh. You should have written this in your story, right? For the
I, I
Mission Hope
yeah,
series.
I did two. I think it's in two volumes ago. So volume 5,
Oh,
I
was it?
kind of alluded to it. Yep.
Okay.
And that,
Wow.
just so people could see that um, we're not limited. Our only limits are in our mind.
Right.
I mean, our body limits us, but
Right.
it's our mind that says, "Can you push it a little further?"
Absolutely.
And for me, I always think that if I push it a little more on my good days, then on my bad days, I know that I can do more than what my body says I can.
Yep.
And I think that helps pull you through,
Yep.
you know?
Absolutely. And
So
and
I
it
I
keeps you
enjoy it.
from quitting, because it's so
It
easy to
does.
quit. And that's not the solution.
No, and I have never been a quitter, nor has my wife never was, nor my kids. I mean,
Right.
we've paid a lot because we don't quit.
Yeah.
I mean, your body gets wears and tears, and
Yeah.
you have to sometimes lay back till you're healed up again, but
Yeah.
we've done it, and we're still here to talk about it.
That's right.
And I watch my granddaughter now and bumps and bruises, and she doesn't stop and cry about it. She just keeps right on going. I told my kids, I said, I said she's going to fit in just fine.
Yeah, she's just like her grandpa.
Yeah, yeah, she is. Yeah, she was over this morning when I went out to meet her and her mother coming up the porch.
Oh,
First thing she does is put her arms out to me and Papa, Papa. It's like, yep,
oh,
Papa's here.
oh.
She's a doll.
And you've got a new grandbaby too, right?
She's just turned 1 on the 12th. And
Okay.
I just found out last night I've got another one coming in February.
Oh,
So
lucky you.
yeah, yeah. But
Oh,
yeah, she's been a real joy. I think, a lot of people, and I've got friends around here that are that way. You lose somebody, there's no matter how well you adopt or adapt, there's a hole.
there is.
And she has really helped plug in that hole.
Oh,
I mean, any chance I can, I see her probably 4 or 5 days a week.
oh.
And at weekends, sometimes I'll get called out, if the parents want to do this or that. I'll think, yeah, sure, I'll sit with her.
Ah,
So
nice.
yeah, I enjoy it.
So now,
Makes life good.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And are both children from the same family, or are they two different families? You're one that's coming.
No, no, they're my granddaughter and the new one will both be my son's children.
Oh, lovely.
And my daughter had to opt, I think she was 28. Like I say, we just don't quit. We just kept pushing and pushing. She
Mhm,
was that way. And I'd seen her flinch a few times working around the yards and stuff
mhm.
because I take care of her yard and my son's as well
Okay.
and mine. And she'd say, "Oh, I'm fine." Well, pretty soon I'd see her flinching and holding her side more. So I said, "You need to get in and get that checked out." So her mom got on her and they went in and checked it out. And we drove her down. The doctor said, "This is what's going on, but we need to do surgery now." So the next day they got her in and she was just full of tumors.
Wow.
So during that visit, she had to decide, do I lose the tumors or do I lose the opportunity to have children?
Yeah.
And it was one or the other. She couldn't have both. So she opted to lose the tumors
Yeah.
and take care of other people's children.
Yep.
So she's always been in the medical field,
Ah.
but now with grandkids, that's her pride and joy. I mean, she loves that. When she's
Oh.
not working, she babies. So our granddaughter has never been in daycare.
Oh, how lovely.
She has only been taken care of by my daughter, myself, or my daughter-in-law's sister.
Wow. Now that's pretty
So
special.
yeah, that's why we just figured, it's better for her that way,
Yep.
So, but my
Oh.
daughter really, she just loves it. I mean, you
Oh.
can see it when her car pulls in the driveway this morning. My granddaughter's sitting here on the floor. She leans out, looks around the chair. And it's like she starts making these noises. I said, "Yep, that's Auntie." She
Oh,
knows.
oh, that is
Yeah,
so special.
yeah, they are.
Oh,
It's been good. We've been blessed. So
absolutely. So
I
now,
think
are you okay with us recording that, what you were just sharing? I know that
sure.
wasn't part of the your chapter, but it explains so much about you. I mean,
Yeah, that's fine.
you're really coming out. You're really sharing so much. I've noticed this in other things too, and I'll probably cut this part out, but just to let you know how much I appreciate how authentic you are, and you're not holding anything back. You are just you, and you just let the world know who you are, and it's so admirable. I just want to thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate it, but I have to be honest. It's not like I plan it, and I'm really not. I'm not a
That's what
public
makes it.
speaker by any means. I mean, I can take care of things I need to take care of. I can figure out stuff, but I've never been a public speaker. But years ago, I was a statewide recruiter for the DNR, and I traveled the entire state. I do the Lower Peninsula in the summer or the winter, and the Upper Peninsula in the winter. I'd go out for a week and a half, 2 weeks at a time, and while my kids were still preschool or out of school, my family would go with me, and I'd leave them in a motel room or at a park
Yeah.
until my 2 sessions were over in the day, and then we'd go canoeing or playing all afternoon.
Oh,
And so I could do that, but once I got out of that, it's like I don't think I ever really, whenever I was asked to speak about something, if I don't feel like I really know it, I mean, inside and out, I really, it's hard for me to talk about it.
Mhm.
But with life and with the Mission Hope books and Shar, I've learned that unless I tell people how God has brought me through, they're not going to know it.
No, you're
They're
right.
just going to say, "Oh yeah, he's moving, he's making it." But that's not the point. It's how am I making it? You know, how am I getting through each day?
Yeah,
And to me, that's the secret of it. So
yeah.
as I go and as I like you say, if I start sounding like I'm talking more, it's not me because I don't have that capability yet.
Yeah. Well, you're allowing God to speak through you, and that's the easiest thing in the world. There's no preparation for that, right? You just let
No,
it
no,
come through.
yep. And that's how I do the writing. You know,
Well,
like I've mentioned in some of our talks, I
yes.
never sat down and think of like this last book.
Yeah.
I waited and waited and waited, and I had nothing. I mean, it's like I'm done. I got nothing. So I sent Shar a note and I told her, I said, Shar, I am terribly sorry, but I got to bow out of this one because I absolutely have nothing.
Yeah.
I'm at a blank. I'm at a wall.
Yeah.
And she says, don't worry about it. Just relax. And it was like a week and a half later during the night, I woke up and I had the entire book right then. And it's short this in this volume,
Yep.
but I think overall it maybe would be the most powerful for our readers of all my volumes.
That's what I'm wondering too.
You know, that it
Yeah.
just, but it all came just like the other books at
Yeah.
one time.
Yep. And this was the hardest, I think, for everybody to write for. Version
It is hard.
7, persistence and resistance, or that's not really quite what it was, but persistence and determination, you know, it it created a resistance in all of us for writing it
Yep,
because it was hard. We had to
it was.
dig deep on these, and that's not easy to do.
No, and it's hard to show a weakness. I
Ye-
mean, I find that every day. I had a lady this morning. She lost her husband about 8 years ago, but she's had a hard time. And I work with the grief group,
Yeah,
and they know, yeah, I've lost my wife, but that's not what I'm there for.
right.
I'm there for them. I write for each month's session. I'm part leader. I talk with them,
Wow.
but I had come across a uh, some blues music for the in the evening. I know that's a lot of their hardest time.
Yeah.
So I sent it to her and I got a note back saying I needed this. Thank you.
Oh,
That's that's all I got. But it's like, hey, that
perfect.
I don't need anything. As long as she got it, that's fine,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
But it's the point of letting up. Nobody wants people to know how bad it is.
No,
You
you're
know,
right.
like we all have that built-in thing, like, oh no, we're not going to break. We're not going to show
Fine.
anybody we're invincible.
Exactly. I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Yep,
We're
yep,
not.
yep. And I think when like even with our readers when they under that's why I enjoyed this last couple weeks here, putting the spotlight on the authors because a lot of times our readers don't relate the fact that we are just like them.
Exactly.
We're not special. I mean, yeah, we put paper right words to paper,
Mhm.
but they could do the same thing.
Yeah.
We're no different.
I really appreciated how you put that in your chapter. That we're, it's so easy to assume that, oh, we live lovely, charmed lives and never have any difficulties because we're these authors. No, we're
Yep,
human. That's what makes
yep,
us an author. But like you
yep,
say, everybody's human. Everybody has a story. Everybody could
yep,
do this.
yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
so appreciated
and
that.
well, and like I said in the story, it when they look at us as authors and they think, oh no, this, they've got it made. They don't realize that what has given us the ability to put it in words or songwriters to put it in song
Mhm.
is the hurt that maybe we've had to cross through,
Yeah,
and that I just don't think a lot of people can relate to that.
yeah,
But once they've experienced it, then it's like a no brainer. It's like, oh yeah, I got that. I got that.
yeah.
But it's constant. I mean, if you once forget that where you were at and think you're on the top, you lose it all. And
It's so true.
yeah, Yeah, who wants to go back and do it again?
No, exactly.
It's just it's
Humility
not what we.
goes, yeah, yeah.
Yep,
Humility goes a long way here.
it does.
Now, let's see here. I wanted to, okay, so your chapter is called Lessons in Persistence, but you know what? When I was reading it, I was thinking that a good subtitle for you would be God's Determination. And I don't know if you put that quote in there or if Shar put that quote at the
No,
beginning
I
of
did.
the chapter. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
that was the perfect summary for your entire chapter, I thought. It was really perfect.
Yeah, I put that. Well, like a header
Yeah.
on the chapter,
Uh-huh.
and that I came up with that after I'd written the chapter
Uh-huh.
because it dawned on me, just like I spoke of in the chapter, and I just talked with someone uh, 2 days ago. I had to go pick up a barrel from somewhere, and the fellow and I got talking, and it was like you don't realize and you can't see it because we're too close to life. But as we get older and we look back on our life, you can see that no, this wasn't by chance, or this wasn't a fluke. This all fell into place. And to me, that's amazing. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
all the years, as a youngster, I came and went. I tore up. I did everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then you start getting to an older age. It isn't so much the wrinkles, like I heard someone say. It's the softening of the heart that really gets to you.
Yeah. Good.
And it's like this to me is just. It's like I'm opening up a new book and I'm reading every day all this stuff that I didn't know.
Right.
You know.
Right. And then, a lot of people will say, well, why did it take me so long? Well, we weren't in that place. We couldn't have learned this or looked at life in this way before because our needs were different, our motivation was different, our
Yep.
whole life was different. It wasn't about learning it then. It's about, like you say, the softening of the heart that really just makes so much sense.
And I think it's over time we're being prepared for it.
Yeah.
I see that a lot. Like I don't watch a lot of news, but what I do like the factual, the science, the history behind things.
Yeah.
And I've noticed over the years, we'll see a movie come out, and 2 or 3 years down the road, now all of a sudden we see our government telling us what that movie was talking about.
Yep.
And I see life is doing that same thing, and it's amazing to me.
Yes.
And a lot of times I sit back and I put pen to paper, and the words come out, and that's it's not something that I've got. It's something I'm learning each day, and
Mhm.
it just it's a marvel.
It comes through you, doesn't it? I mean, that's how
It
I
does,
describe it. Hmm.
yeah, it does. But I also sense, like I mentioned in our Zoom meeting there last week, I wouldn't say I enjoy it, but I notice I feel a whole lot more. Like I look at a bird and it's like, holy smokes, what am I teared up about?
I know.
It
Oh,
makes no sense, but it happens.
yeah.
Or to hear someone tell a story that, I can sense their pain.
Yeah.
And I didn't used to be able to do that.
Wow.
And sometimes it gets heavy.
Absolutely.
Yep.
When you kind of alluded to some heaviness in your chapter too, and it's almost sounded like you'd gone through a dark night of your soul and you didn't really elaborate. And you don't have to elaborate, but I think it's common for all of us. We reach a point where it just feels like so heavy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and I started, like, I do a post on Facebook. I
Mhm.
used to do it morning and night. And now I kind of backed off because I find it takes too much of my day away.
It
I want to
does.
get out there and I want to do stuff.
Right.
But as I said, looking at I woke up this morning, it was like 5:30. It's dark, it's gloomy, the air's heavy. And as I started doing my post, my mind kept wanting to go to, that reminds me of something else. It's, ourselves. There's days when the air is so heavy and it's dark. And just like the clouds today, you think at the drop of a hat, the tears are going to come, but you can't, if I get up and get moving, I know I can push it back.
Right.
Save it for the evening or save it for the night,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and
Schedule it. Hmm.
you get through it,
Yeah.
you know, and like I was talking in the story there, it's been I count each year. Like I don't forget my wife's birthday or anniversaries.
Right.
So this year she would have been 67, and this will be our 49th anniversary had she been here.
Wow.
So it's when I see my kids, when I see my granddaughter, the memories are there.
Yeah.
You know, and you can hear people say, "Oh yeah, I got past it." I don't think you can.
No.
I when I hear people say that to me, I just kind of like really blow it off because either there wasn't love to begin with,
Right.
it was estranged, stretched, or they just didn't realize what real love was because in 6 years, it might as well have been yesterday.
Yeah.
And you fight it constantly,
It's true.
you know. And I've run into many others that
Hmm.
say the same thing. You know, it's like, yeah, that's why I like visiting with you, or that's why I text you late at night. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'll listen. I'll
Yeah.
read. You know, but because if it's real, it just doesn't go away. You can't
It,
get past it.
no, that's right.
And there's times that it gets really, really heavy, especially I find if I've in trying to push it back, maybe I load up my days too heavy with manual work.
Mhm.
So then your body is crying out in pain and you're trying to ignore that. At the same time, your heart is shredded. And it's like, this is going to
Whew.
be one of them, this is going to be one of them nights.
Yeah. Yes,
And it,
that's what I call the night on the couch.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no sleeping or nothing. But I'll be honest though, and I will say this: I have only slept on my couch one night, and that was during our ice storm.
Wow.
I've had it so bad when I thought like, man, this is just not worth it.
Yeah.
And I wake up in the morning, I don't remember a bit. So it's
Really?
like after that thought, God must have just knocked me out because I
Wow.
slept great. And I wake up and I'm ready to roll again.
Oh
It
my
does,
gosh.
it doesn't mean that I'm not going to have it again that night, but
Right.
I'm able every single. I have not dreamt one night since she passed.
Oh
No
my
dreams. I
goodness.
lay down flat on my back and I'm out.
Wow.
And I've never been like that.
Wow. What a
And I
blessing, you know?
well, it is because like a lot of times when you haven't fallen asleep yet,
Mm.
you pray for moments to
Yeah, no
just
kidding. Because the
to get
mind,
past it. Yep.
yeah. Whew.
Yep. And like I say, when you talk to others or you see others out and about and you know that they're hurting, then you have all of that on top of whatever someone else is already carrying. And
Mhm.
there's times it just gets to be too much. You just got to back away and
Yep,
kind of like you almost you want to lock yourself up and hope that when you come out, it's gone.
yep,
But it's there. You just got to learn to maneuver around it.
yep.
And
Yeah, and schedule, like you say, schedule your grief, you know?
it's exactly it.
Mhm,
Yep. Yep.
mhm.
And I've seen people. I go to these the one grief session. The lady that started it, her and I went to Big Boy for breakfast, and she said, "What do you think about starting a grief session?" She says, "I think you'd be good in working with it." And I said, "That's fine." She now is at the end of life, knocking on death's door.
Oh,
And 2 weeks ago, they told her not to opt for this surgery, but she said, "I'm this close. It's either going to go one way or the other way, and I'm going to trust God, and I'm going for the surgery."
oh
She had
my,
pancreatic cancer,
oh,
and within the last year, it's just taken her right down to nothing.
yeah.
But she's also the one that read some of my first writings and said, "You need to write a book."
Mhm.
It's like
Wow,
she just kind of picked up on it and sensed it.
yeah,
But when you hear these people that, she's got to be late 80s, early 90s.
wow.
And before she got sick, she was going 100 mile an hour, never stopped.
Oh,
And you see the strength that they have to keep pushing,
yeah,
that it makes someone my age think, I can do it.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
they've plowed the path. All I got to do is stay in it.
Yes. It's so true.
It
Yeah.
and I think that's what these mission hope books do.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope with this one that people pick up on it even more so that
Yeah.
it's not that we're special, we're not different,
No.
we're just exactly like you.
Yep.
But if need be, follow the path we've plowed and just learn you can do it. You
Yes.
know, sometimes it is tough, but anything in life I've ever enjoyed has been tough.
It, yeah. Yeah.
You
Life
know,
is not an easy thing here
no,
on this
no, it's not.
planet.
No,
Hmm.
no, there's a lot of knocks and bangs and bruises, but I think it's in those. Not only do we learn, but we learn to appreciate what is really there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I go on these trips.
Yeah.
It's
How
it's it's
restorative.
it is. It's very restorative. Like the first year I went, there was a lot of things that we had both done together. That trip was hard, and I was really glad to have done that one alone.
Yeah.
But as I stretched out and learned that, hey, I can do this, it's like it just became not only enjoyable but fun. Like let's see how much can we do today,
Oh, that is
you know.
so great.
And I enjoy it. It's
Wow.
like there's still life, you know,
Yeah.
because she passed. Yes, it's a loss,
Mhm.
but she wouldn't have wanted me to sit here and act as though I did.
Right.
And it takes a while to get that mentality.
It's
But
true.
once you start getting out there and seeing how beautiful life is,
Yep.
that's healing
Yep.
at the same time.
Yep.
And I think I just keep doing it because of that.
Mhm. And it
It's
keeps you around longer for your grandkids,
it
your kids
does.
and grandkids. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't realize. I mean, if a person, I mean, if you weren't into exercising every day,
Mhm.
and you just said, let's go walk 3 miles, they're going to look at you and go, that's nuts. I
Yeah,
ain't doing that.
I can't do that.
But put me on a trail walking to a waterfall
Oh,
or back to a bluff, and
oh,
it's like I'm all in. You know,
oh.
you might catch me running with my cane. I see a lot of people look at me. It's like you got a cane, but you're not using it. I said no, but I will on the way back.
Yeah. It's for later.
It is, yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow.
I keep one in both vehicles just because I don't ever know
Yeah.
when I get up and go if my
Mhm.
legs are going to be underneath me or not. If they're
Right.
there, I leave the cane where it's at.
Yeah.
If they're not there, I just grab the cane and go do what I got to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
Wow.
It's just a prop.
Wow. Wow. That is such a great attitude.
I
Um,
I think
yeah.
that's kind of what we all have to have, though.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, I see my kids that we've really never talked about. I mean, in this chapter, I talked about where I was at.
Mhm.
My kids have never talked about where they're at. But let a certain song come on, or let my grandchild be in here, and all of us be here. Look at the eyes; they got tears in them. It's a dead giveaway. You know, it's like you can't hide it.
Right, right. Oh,
So and people everywhere we don't necessarily need to know what they're going through.
right.
We just need to realize everybody's going through something.
Yep,
Some have learned to push it back a little further.
yep,
Some can carry it a little better.
yep,
Some have a hard time carrying it at all.
yeah,
But we're all the same,
yep.
and it takes all of us to keep making things move.
It's true.
And I think that's just makes life enjoyable.
Absolutely. Worth living.
It is. Yep, it
Mhm.
is. It puts value in your day.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter this morning, she was feeding my granddaughter. Um, I think it was waffle cakes or something from Burger King. So she sat down. She says, "I know I'm going to kick myself for this," but she sat down with a little plate. And my granddaughter, she's loving them. So she had a little napkin, tucked in, and she'd pick it up and she'd eat it. She'd look at me and show me and want to share it, smile.
Oh my
I told
gosh.
I look back at my daughter and she's got tears in her face. It's like I know better than to ask her.
Yeah,
She's enjoying that moment just as much as my granddaughter was eating them, and
absolutely.
as much as I was watching the two of them together.
Yeah.
It's the simple little joys that maybe everybody doesn't see them, but I'm glad I do.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
yeah.
And those are the memories, you know.
They are. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Until my granddaughter come along, I never had. I mean, I'd heard people talk about grandkids. I just couldn't fathom it.
Yeah.
And now, phew, that's fighting words. Someone say you're taking her away. She ain't going nowhere.
Oh, I so
If,
get
if
that. I so
yeah,
get
if Daddy don't stand up for her, Grandpa's right there.
I
Yeah,
wanted
she's.
to oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to share for the listeners what Shar had written. You know, she's been posting these wonderful author profiles,
Yeah.
and I have been enchanted with her writing of them. They're so driven to the point of the soul of the person, I think. And I wanted to read yours out loud because I know a lot of people are not on social media or they might have missed it or not seen it. And I just really wanted them to get a snapshot of how you are viewed by your fellow authors. Would you mind if I read that?
No, no, go ahead.
So she says, from volume one to volume seven, and hopefully beyond, Mike has shown up, poured his heart onto these pages, shared his journey with courage and vulnerability, and stood beside his fellow authors through every single launch. That's not just commitment, that's dedication, and that's family. Mike, you are the definition of pure goodness, kindness, loyalty, resilience, and heart. Watching you grow as a writer, author, and storyteller across 7 volumes has been one of the greatest honors of this journey. Mike, you inspire me and every author who has been on the same team with you and the ones who come after you. Not to mention your loyal readers, because you have your own fan club. Now, let's talk about building a lasting legacy. Can you just imagine with me for a minute his new baby granddaughter and her children's children and their children finding Mike's precious writings that have been handed down through multiple generations? Now, that's a powerful thought and legacy. Besides being a great guy, friend, and teammate, Mike is one of those good guys you don't ever want to let go of. He'd let go of the shirt off his back to a complete stranger in sub-freezing temps, and I'd bet my life on that. Thank you for being my rock, Mike. I am so proud of you. We all love, respect, and appreciate you. I just was so enchanted by that. It just is the epitome of you. So I wanted to
Sh-
share that
Sh-
with the audience.
Shar has been a great help and maybe a quiet backseat influencer.
Yep,
I mean, you don't hear much of her. She's a great writer, but it's her wisdom and the ability, to, I think, to see what others aren't seeing. I mean,
yes,
she can pick out the gifts. She can give you a pointer that, well, maybe you need to go this way or go that way. And yet, like we found out at this last meeting, she's got her own weight that she carries as well. You know,
absolutely.
yep,
And
she's a
she's had
wonderful
a lot
person.
of challenges in her life too, you
Yep,
know, starting at a
she
very
has.
young age. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she's,
I remember my first conversation with her. At
oh,
She had just seen my writing on Facebook, and like I say, I had never written before, so it probably wasn't all that great. I wouldn't think, but she wanted to know could she have my phone number to call me, which seemed kind of odd to me and to my
right.
kids, but it's like, okay. And she called, and then she called back afterwards to apologize for not letting me say anything. She was so excited about, this vision of Mission Hope and what it could accomplish, and what everyone that she was hoping to get into it could do.
Yeah,
And now to sit back and see her being able to enjoy and enjoy it to the fullest, really,
yeah,
what she only dreamed of or envisioned
absolutely.
being become a reality.
Yeah.
And how many people out there, they're looking at it, they don't know maybe the whole story behind it. They just know when the next volume comes out, they want it.
Yep, it's true.
Yep,
It's so true. Yeah, she's a special being, that is for
she is.
sure.
Yep, yep. Her and Dom both. Dom, I
Yes.
talked with Dominic. I got the bad habit of calling him Dom. I got a chiropractor that's Dominic, and he always says, "Call me Dom." So,
Uh-huh.
but she had called me ahead of time and asked, could he call and talk to me
Oh,
because his mother was having a tough time with
oh,
dementia and everything. So
oh,
we talked probably an hour or better,
wow.
and his bottom line that I won't ever forget was, a book never grows old. That print never changes. It's only when people stop talking about it does it quiet down. So
Mm,
you could put some words on a piece of paper, even if you don't have the title author on you. Put them on a piece of paper if they mean something to you. Put them in a drawer, and when you pull them out later, then they may have more volume, and you start talking about them. People are going to hear it,
yep.
and I remember that just as clear as day.
Yes.
It's the books don't grow old. People just quit talking about
Yes.
them, and hopefully, Mission Hope, they just keep continually talking.
Absolutely. I think one of the reasons why they keep talking about him is because they keep coming out with more volumes. It's
Well,
like, it's amazing.
it is, and the fact that Shar has the volumes kind of are in um, succession, is I
Yeah.
guess the word I want,
Yeah.
and they work good. I mean, one flows to the other like it was
Yes.
planned that way.
Absolutely.
So, but I know a lot of times, like, all of mine are on my phone. I have never sat down at the computer and just wrote on my computer. I'm not a typist,
Uh-huh.
so it's one finger at a time on my phone. But
Wow.
all of my books, every post is all on my phone.
Wow.
And so I can be somewhere, set. My greatest place is to either be at the base of a waterfall or
Mm.
on the rocks overlooking Lake Superior. And I
Oh,
can pull my phone out and either read the words I've written before, or the thoughts just start flowing and I just start putting them down. That'll be a whole nother story for me someday.
oh.
I never know when I'm going to use them.
Mhm.
Sometime I might carry them a month, a little sentence here, a paragraph there, but all of a sudden it's like, this all makes sense. And you put it together and it's like, you amaze yourself.
So true. It's those little things, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And they all add up and make life beautiful.
Yes. Oh,
Yep.
Mike, it's always such a joy to speak with you. I just enjoyed this so much. I'm so glad the internet finally cooperated.
Yes. Thank you for waiting. I was really sweating it. Just
Oh,
it wasn't going to go. And I thought, well, I'm going to try my phone. My phone wouldn't go. Finally, I said, I'm going to do the phone one more time. And so it worked fine.
oh, I'm so glad. This was the perfect day in so many ways. So, and it
Uh,
allowed me time to get caught up on some things, so it was all perfect.
I appreciate the opportunity and your waiting. It,
Oh,
I looked forward to this. Once I learned how to use, like, before my wife passed, we didn't have a cell phone at all.
oh wow.
I, I mean, I knew people that had them.
Yeah,
My kids did, but I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't know anything about them.
yeah,
So since then, I've learned that they have a calendar on them. And so I put everything on my calendar and it pops up and it's like, okay. So I've learned you put the heading down of what you have coming up and I put a time of when it actually is.
hmm.
Then I go down below it and where it says what time it is. I put that an hour earlier or a
Oh,
half hour earlier so
yes.
that I have time to get in and get ready. I had the
Yeah.
time, just nothing lined up.
You were on time. The internet was not.
So,
Oh, that's great.
no,
Boy, you've learned a lot about cell phones and how to use that for
yeah,
writing. That's amazing.
yeah, yeah. We no longer have a phone in the house. I mean, 2 years ago, I got rid of that.
Yeah, why
Nobody
why
called it.
why use it? Yeah.
No, nobody called it.
Yeah, I know.
So,
It's so true. It's
well,
so true.
that and with the myasthenia, a
Mhm.
lot of the camera I had got old and worn out. So wouldn't focus. And the new cameras, they're too heavy for me. By the time I focus them, I've lost enough strength to actually hold it and take a picture.
Oh,
Where all of my photographs are all done on my cell phone,
oh, sure. That makes
and I mean
perfect
they're
sense.
beautiful. It just takes
I've
excellent photos.
I've
But
seen them.
yeah, it's lightweight. I can manage it. Put it in my pocket when I don't need it, and
Yeah.
go to the next mountain or the next waterfall.
Ah, that is so special. Thank you
Life's
so
been good.
much for
You're welcome.
today. It was just wonderful, and I look forward to volume 8.
Yes, yes, and I am. Yep, I am.
Yeah.
But I thank you. I really appreciate this.
Oh,
Um,
too.
it, and I think our Zoom meetings that we've had help also because we
Uh,
get to interact more with each other.
yeah.
I mean, before it was like, yeah, there's other writers. Who are they?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
now
exactly.
we actually get to know who one another is. I like that.
I do too. I
Yep.
do too. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
hope you have a blessed rest of your day.
You also. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll send
Uh,
you a copy of it after I put it all together.
okay, great.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a
Take
wonderful
care.
day.
Thank you. You too.
All righty.
Bye.
Goodbye.